Hello there, welcome back to Northwest Vintage Guitars. I'm GL Smith. Today we have on the bench a post-war Framus. These Framus were made in West Germany. A feat of German engineering. When I first got this, I thought, what a crazy design. I mean, look at this. Look at that string tree. I mean, you have to go through that string tree. I thought, how crazy is that? It does have a truss rod that works. I got working on this thing and they had some bridge problems. This bridge is only held down by 4 screws. So what happens is there's not much purchase on that spruce top, and it can lift. There's a brace here and there's a brace here and a plate in between, but it's not enough to keep, if you're only on those 4 points, to keep it from lifting. So what we did, we glued this down. It's all original except for the original height adjusters. We took those out. This used to lay flat on the top when we got it. And the screw adjusters would go in and just dig into the spruce. So we fashioned a piece of mahogany that fit in there tightly against the lid, against the top, and then this piece has a curve underneath it, so we made it to where this fits flat on top of that mahogany and pretty much flush with the top of the rosewood bridge here. The original saddle was plastic and, 60 years old, so we made one out of bone. It took a long time, but we made one out of a bone blank, and it really improved the sound. So gluing this down, a new saddle, we properly seated this bridge right here to where these strings are going to reverb through the wood directly into the top instead of into 2 little screws, which we'll include with it. Here's the screws. This is what came with it. So anyway, I was saying, what a feat of engineering, because this is a bolt-on neck. It's a crazy bolt-on neck. When I started working on it, I realized that this is a guitar, when they sold it, that could be completely disassembled, or you could break it in half and put it in a suitcase. One thing I will say is the case that came with it's fantastic. Let me grab that. So this is total post-war Europe engineering. No hinges. They didn't have access to all that kind of stuff after the war. It was a big recovery time. The most expensive part of manufacturing these, or a substantial part, was the hinges. So they made these strap systems. This, as you can see, it wasn't made for this guitar, but it sure is cool. And for a full price offer, we'll include that case. Otherwise, we're going to sell it without a case and ship it well packed. So the neck on that is a laminated wood. I don't know what the wood is, but you'll see the lamination. So here's what I mean by a tricky neck reset. This neck pocket screws into an end grain block in here. It's a soft wood. It's like poplar or something. So when you put the screws in from the back and you start to tighten these strings start off flat against the frets. You'll think the action is just terrible. You'll see a big gap here. And we tried to correct this, but it's the way this thing likes it. You tighten up the strings, and this whole neck, it's backbowed when you start, and it's just like rubber. It'll come right up to the point where it needs to be for the proper relief. This whole thing will seat in here, and it stays in tune. It's remarkable. We've got the action set at about 4/64 on the low side and about 3/64 on the high E, and it sounds fantastic. A little out of tune. Nice little guitar. It's in decent shape. I mean, geez, this thing is probably made in the 50s, so it's really old. Bowed back. I know you see a lot of these probably throughout your time, but most of the time when you see these are not playable. This thing is playable and very playable. So you want a playable Framus, really excellent condition for its age. Fretboard's been reconditioned, the neck pocket and everything's been reworked. That whole block, like I said, that whole block just tilts as you tighten this. Just tilts until this fretboard locks into place against the top. And it stays in tune. It's pretty magical and low action. But new strings, it's all set up, ready to go. This is going on the Reverb site. Like I said, full price offer. We'll get you that that West German case, strap case. Anything less than that, and we'll talk about what we'll strip it in. But I think it's just going to be well wrapped in a big blanket of bubble wrap. Anyway, Northwest Vintage Guitars on Reverb. I'm JL Smith, signing out.